Win's a win! Yay! I feel like the negativity is still here. Positivity. Gotta get positive. Oh, I forgot to put coffee in my cup. Oh man. Good evening, YouTube. Thank you for checking out my channel. What do I have for you today? Well, let's take a look. I'm gonna try and make this quick because we're doing... Whoosh, that's right, mono red. We're doing mono red modified creatures. That's the theme, modified creatures. So I'm still on my quest to climb the ladder as quickly as possible. Just made it to Diamond. In the last video, we didn't make too much headway with the enchantments, unfortunately. I also didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm not expecting a lot of results today. It's hard to concentrate when you're working with only 4 hours of sleep, but that's neither here or there. We're here to have fun. That's what we're concentrating on, having fun. And today's fun is going to involve a lot of haste. So in your 1-drops, you got Kumano faces Kakkazan. So Kumano faces Kakkazan is a saga. Turn 1, Kumano face Kakkazan deals 1 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control. That could be pretty good. You can play this on turn 1 just for 1 damage, or you can later on, maybe they play Loth, they make their spiders, you play this, Loth is dead. Boom. Awesome. Anyways, turn 2, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters with the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So you play Kumano faces Kakkazan. Next turn you play a creature, it comes in with a +1/+1 counter, so it's modified. 3, it transforms to Etching of Kumano. It's a 2/2 haste. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you controlled would die, exile it instead. It's great for when you're playing like mono black or any of those sacrifice creatures, so Shambling Ghast, Eye Twitch. You get Etching of Kumano out and you can just use Play with Fire. They don't get the value out of the cards because they get exiled, and so they don't get the treasures, and they don't get to learn. All right, next is Rabbit Battery. This is a 1 red for a 1/1 haste. It is an artifact creature equipment rabbit. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Reconfigure. So as an example, you can play Kumano turn 1, turn 2, play Rabbit Battery. Rabbit Battery comes in with a +1/+1 counter, making it a modified creature. Or later on, you could reconfigure it onto a different creature, and that creature becomes modified. Reinforced Ronin. It's a 1 red, 2/2 haste. At the beginning of your end step, return Reinforced Ronin to its owner's hand. Then it has channel 2, discard Reinforced Ronin, draw a card. So early game, you can just pay 1, comes in, does 2 damage, and goes back to your hand. Why would I want it to go back to my hand? Well, this actually synergizes really well with Patchwork Automaton. So this is a 2 colorless for a 1/1 artifact creature construct. It gets a +1/+1 counter anytime you cast a artifact spell. So if you have a Reinforced Ronin in your hand, every turn you can play Reinforced Ronin to just pump up your Patchwork Automaton, and it's a modified creature. I have 2 Spikefield Hazards, 2 Abrades, 2 Kami's Flare. So Kami's Flare is 1 in a red instant. Kami's Flare deals 3 damage to target creature planeswalker. Kami's Flare also deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller if you control a modified creature. So most likely going to be controlling a modified creature. So this will be doing, we can do 3 damage +2 to face. Then we have 4 Lizard Blades. So 1 in a red, 1/1, double striked. It's an artifact creature, equipment lizard. Equipped creature has double strike. Reconfigure 2. So this is the same story with Rabbit Battery. We can put +1/+1 counters on this, or we can attach this to a different creature and modify that. Next, we have 3 copies of Ogre-Head Helm. Ogre-Head Helm is a 1 in a red. It's a 2/2 artifact creature, equipment ogre. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Whenever Ogre-Head Helm or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Reconfigure 3. So this is a great way of refilling your hand. I had it work once. It was fabulous. And hopefully we'll get it to work tonight. I'm recording this before I play my games, so I have no idea. Anyways, we went over Patchwork Automaton already. And then we have 2 Shatterskull Smashing. Just solid, you know, removal that can also be land. Then we have 3 Arni Brokenbrow. So 2 in a red, 3/3 haste, and it's a boast for 1. You may change Arni Brokenbrow's base power to 1, plus the greatest power among other creatures you control until end of turn. The reason why I put it in here is because I wanted a hasty 3-drop. That's 3/3. That's pretty much it. Arni, you're not going to be really boasting too often, but sometimes you might have a Patchwork Automaton or any other creature that has enough modifications on it that it's going to be more than a 3/3, right? It's going to be stronger than Arni. That's when you want to use the boast effect, and especially if you can boast with Thundering Raiju out. So Thundering Raiju, the last card in this deck, is a 2 and 2 red. It's a 3/3 haste creature spirit. Whenever Thundering Raiju attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then Thundering Raiju deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures you control other than Thundering Raiju. So that's right, this whole deck revolves around Thundering Raiju. I'm sorry, that's the American pronunciation. Thundering Raiju. That would be the Japanese pronunciation. Raiju, for anybody who's curious. Sorry, that was just so dumb. Okay, what was I even talking about? Thundering Raiju. So all these modifications, basically we want creatures that are modified, so when Thundering Raiju comes out and attacks, we can get a lot of damage in. And you can put a +1/+1 counter on Arni. And then Arni can boast for 1, and hopefully, you know, like if the Patchwork Automaton is up to a 4/4, now this will have base power of 5, plus the +1 you put on it is 6. So this Arni could do damage for 6. And then this would do damage for, well, you know, it's a 3 plus whatever X modified creatures you control. So it's a lot of, you can get a lot of damage in pretty quick if you curve out really well and your opponent doesn't remove all your creatures, which tends to happen a lot. Anyway, land-wise, we got 3 Den of the Bugbears, 15 beautiful mountains, and 2 Sokenzan Crucible of Defiance. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. We'll see how Sokenzan does. Maybe we'll need those 2 1/1 colorless spirits eventually. That's enough talking. Let's get to these hasty games. That was a total ripoff of MTG Malone. This is what happens when you watch too many other YouTubers. Their personalities just kind of rub off on you, and then people are gonna claim that you're copying them. I don't have people claiming that I copy anybody. I don't have enough viewership for that. But once I do, people are gonna claim I'm copying people. It's only because I watch them enough that they rub off on me. Anyway, let's get to those games. So I think this is my first time playing a mono red deck. Maybe not ever, but for the most part. I'm not a huge, like, just straight up aggro kind of guy. But this deck seems kind of interesting with the whole modified theme with it and everything. Alright. So we got like a turn 1, 2, turn 3 play. Well, not really turn 3. We have turn 1 and turn 2 play. That's alright. We go first. So we can start with the Reinforced Ronin. We'll put Ogre-Head Helm down. And in turn 3, we can attack for 4. And possibly remove whatever obstacles are in our way. Okay, we should probably play the Den of the Bugbear next. So we're up against Gogari. Gogari what? Reanimator maybe? Oh, by the way, oh, I forgot to change my camera. I am so sorry, guys. So hopefully that beginning part wasn't too distracting with my face right in like the main area. Alright, so what did they do? They mulched. Cultivated Colossus, Brambleworm. So, to me, that seems like the Reanimator. What is Brambleworm? Reach trample. When Brambleworm enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. Brambleworm. Exile Brambleworm from your graveyard, you gain 5 life. Okay. Why? What's holding their priority? And why are they not doing anything? Okay, that was strange. So, this kind of sucks. We pretty much just have land and removal. It's alright. We'll do this. Now here's a question. Is this hand... Do we want to just get rid of all this? Because I don't think it's going to help, right? It's great. Let's take action. There we go. Right? And then... I think we go like... this. And then end turn. And then next turn, we can Rabbit Battery and Reinforced Ronin. Now, they might play a bunch of creatures that I'm gonna wish they... Okay, never mind. Do you think they have instant removal? They might. That's alright. We'll just have to figure it out as we go. They have something. So I think they're trying to figure out which one to kill. They're letting me do damage. Yep. End turn. Pass. Maybe we'll do 2 damage to face at the end of their turn, depending on what they do. Really? They have nothing? Okay, so they gain 5. Okay, don't need that many ogre heads. Not what I was looking for, but alright. So, this is what I mean. Next, if we can get Ogre-Head to make a hit next turn, make a hit, like contact next turn. Is it better to reconfigure onto Ogre-Head? I think so. Yeah, we'll give Ogre-Head haste. And then we can draw 3 cards. And here I was talking about I never get Ogre-Head to work. Our opponent is just letting us do everything we want. Cool. Okay, that kind of sucks. But we can... Oh, no, I think we won, right? Let's see. I gotta think this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll put this out just in case. Or do we want to... Okay, well, we'll do this. And then we'll go next, next, all attack, here, next, next, and Kakkazan. Alright, so I think my lack of sleep and extreme amount of coffee, it might be making my personality seem a little bit kooky. I might say some strange things. I apologize about that. By the way, I don't think I ever mentioned how many lands I have in here. I think 17. So yeah, I have 20 lands plus the 2 Spikefields and the 2 Shatterskull Smashing. So 24 lands in total. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, and removal. We go second, so we'll see how that goes. I think this is a keepable hand, though. All right. I'll be honest though. The Reinforced Ronin can be a little bit annoying to do every turn. Okay, so that is a for sure. Yeah, we want to get rid of that. I thought about maybe we needed to get the lizard blades, but I think we want to get rid of. Okay, Okay, 1, 2. No, we got to do it this way. See if they block. Nope. Since they didn't block, we'll go with. So they probably have Skyclave, whatchamacallits, right? Skyclave Apparition. Luminarch Veteran though. Luminarch Veteran. So they're like a life game version of this. Okay, okay. Okay, we didn't get land, which kind of sucks. But, alright, we're gonna have to do this. No attacks. Though, they might have another one. I hate using like 2 removal for... no blocks. Oh man. Okay, reconfigure 2. Is that what we want to do? Now we got 2 Arni Brokenbrow. We'll just do this. See if he wants to block. But this is a race we're gonna lose. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is a race we're losing completely. So we can reconfigure this onto Arni. And then play the Ogre-Head Helm. Like that. Yeah. They got it all. This is Ward 2. We're gonna have to chump block. I think that's game. Yeah. Because we can block here, we can block there. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So that's the one problem. Like, I don't have a whole lot of removals for big creatures. So I don't know if I'm playing this deck correctly. Maybe I'm supposed to be a bit more aggressive. But once they have, like, majority of my creatures are 1/1s, 2/2s. Strongest creature I have is a 3/3, right? So once they have anything with 4 toughness, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go from there. Maybe I shouldn't have used both of my removal in the last game. Still stuck on that, sorry. Alright, so we'll keep this. I guess we'll return one of the rabbits. Okay. I don't know which is better. Go like this. And hopefully they do something like foretell or something. And then we can get Arni Brokenbrow out. Though I guess if they foretell, oh, okay. No lands. I guess we'll just have to take 3. So they're an artifact deck. Azorius artifacts. Esper artifacts. Okay, I think we'll get the Lizard Blades onto Arni next turn. If we draw land, we can get the Ogre-Head. Okay. So the art for a Reckoner Bank Buster sometimes is very similar. Wow. Okay. Reconfigure onto Arni. And all attack. And turn. So are they trying to ramp into something much bigger? Surge Hacker Mech, that's the one I was thinking of. I always get Surge Hacker Mech and Bankbuster artwork mixed up because it's very similar when you're like do a quick look. And I Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks. You're one... I was gonna say one turn too late, but... How do we want to do this? I don't have enough mana for everything, right? So... I guess like this, and just go all in. I guess they could do that. Oh. Wow. Did they actually find like a good way of using Greasefang Okiba Boss? I haven't really worked on my mecha deck in a while. So I'll be honest. So I'm doing this mono red thing, but I actually made a Rakdos version of this deck as well. But I thought I'd go a little bit more simpler route. See, we have that explosive start, but then, like, maybe I need that 4th Raiju in here. Something's not right about this deck, because this happens a lot, where I have this explosive start, and then I just fall behind, because I just don't have the mana. Right? So, can we do anything now? Because I'll be honest, being on the defensive is not this deck's forte, if you will. Right? So I play Ogre-Head, and then that's it. I got 2 blockers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I can't get enough blockers out there. I can't... If I play this, I can't play anything else. Right? I can do 3, 4 damage. 4 damage. Well, let's see what they're gonna do. What's this? Draw a card, then discard a card, and then you get a 2/3 flyer. Huh. This is actually smart. So they're drawing, discarding, and they're getting back with Greasefang Okiba Boss. That's actually really cool. It's a much more... They didn't even have to crew using... Dang. Dang. Yeah. Alright, so I went ahead and added a 4th Raiju, and then I replaced the Abrades with a Thundering Rebuke, just so I can take care of 4 toughness creatures if I need to. Because to be honest, well, I guess Abrade could have came in handy against that vehicle deck last game, but I didn't draw it, right? Also, I haven't seen a whole lot of Patchwork Automaton in these past couple of games, which is a key card, really. Now that I think about it, the Ward 2 really helps turn 2. I really wish I had the oh boy. Okay, so we're going second, and we're already falling behind. It's mono white, and I could almost say for certain that we are going to lose. Do we take care of the Luminarch Aspirant now? Or the Usher? I think that's what we want to do. I hate spending my entire turn just killing him, but hopefully Usher attacks and they play like another Usher or something. Or do that. Alright, didn't think this was going to be the first creature I'm going to play, but... hopefully we draw another land. Oh boy. They're probably going to just take one of the Raijus. But... well, they might take the Patchwork Automaton. Nope. Thundering Raiju. We get it. We are losing this race, though. We are completely losing this race. So, I think we have to do it this way, right? Are they gonna block? So we can survive this. We can play Patchwork Automaton, and then the Ogre-Head Helm, and then put a that puts a +1/+1 counter on the Patchwork Automaton, and oh no! All right, so Thundering Raiju will die if I attack. Crap. Alright. Can't protect him, but... alright. Oh no. Okay, so Thundering Raiju could do 3 and then die to the Usher, or do 2 and take the Usher out. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so get this out there, right? And then I'll do 1 attack, but put a +1 there, so if they do block, we'll take each other out. Wait. Ah, first strike! First strike! I made a mistake. Whew. Alright. Dumb mistake, dumb mistake. First, okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. Sorry. So, I don't know. I guess that was a misplay on my part. But was there a real way out? Was there anything I could have done? I don't think so. So I lost the last game because I just conceded. The opponent had really bad connection, and they were taking forever for each turn or whenever they had a priority. So I kind of lost my patience and I made a lot of bad plays. I swear, like, I don't have these bad draws when I'm test playing. Like, when I have so many artifact creatures that, like, when I have Patchwork in my hand, I usually have at least one other creature that would, like, set it off. So I think we have to decide on whether to keep Lizard Blades or Ogre-Head Helm. I think we keep Lizard Blades. Though that might not have been the right choice. I don't know. Oh, nice sleeves. Oh no. Okay, so now comes the choice. We can play Patchwork Automaton instead. And then pump him up further with Lizard Blades next turn. But if we play Lizard Blades now, most likely we can prevent Generous Visitor from attacking. Well, you know what? The Patchwork Automaton should probably help deter the Visitor from attacking. Because they'll probably play at least one enchantment. What was it? Jukai Naturalist? Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. So, the mana efficient way is to go Arni Brokenbrow. But I want to go Lizard Blades just so I can pump up the Patchwork Automaton even more. But actually, I think I can do a all attack here, because I don't think they're going to block. Though, this will probably become a 3-3 next turn and a 2-2. But hopefully they'll do an all attack without leaving blockers behind. And if we draw land, we can get the Raiju going. Alright. They got the Kami Transit stronger than I thought they were going to make it. But, you know, that's I guess that's to be expected. That is not a land. But we are gonna race. Because I do think if we draw land, I think, ooh, but is that enough? Is that enough? No way that's enough, right? Okay, good. Whew. No blocks. No land, but we got at least a hasty creature. Hey, we won against enchantments. Granted, they were mana screwed, but win's a win. Yay! I feel like the negativity is still here. Positivity. Gotta get positive. So the last video I made with the enchantments ended up being like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. It was a pretty long video. I included almost all the all the games I played. I'm probably not going to do that this time, though these games are going a little bit quicker because it's mono red. I could keep this. Though we are on the draw. Maybe we shouldn't have kept this. I'm really bad at figuring these things out. Like if it's a deck that I'm really familiar with, or used to, I should say. What the heck is this? Okay. Flying looks interesting. Battlefield feels good. Okay. I'm gonna go with a original plan. Turn 2 Ogre-Head. Turn 3 Ogre-Head and Reinforced Ronin. Oh, but I really want to get rid of that Luminarch Aspirant. But then I will waste... you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Kind of sucks, so that +1/+1 counter is gonna go away, but... They just had another one. Okay. Well, at least we're hitting our land drops. And then maybe Lizard Blades next turn? Finalize. Okay, Thundering Rebuke would be awesome next turn, but nope. Okay. So I think... I'll attack. Not yet. Alright. Next turn. We gotta do something about that. God dang. Alright. I think Lizard Blade. Whew. What does the most damage? 1, 2, and then 3. We can attach this to the Lizard Blades. Dang, one more mana, man. One more mana. Alright, I think we're gonna go like this, and like this, and then all attack. I think that. Take action. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Then Thundering Raiju next turn. And hopefully they don't have too many crazy things going on. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I can do 11 damage. Alright, we want to go like That gives +1/+1. This doesn't, right? So we want to go like this, and then like this, and then all attack. This is probably not enough, but you know, we tried. Yep. Oh man. Was there anything we could have done differently there to get that last point of damage in? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to look through this game and see if there was one point of damage I missed somewhere. If I hadn't reconfigured, maybe? How would that have changed? So let's say I didn't reconfigure, right? Then they would have blocked here. They would have blocked here. This was a 4. This would do 1, 4, 8. But I would have done 1 less damage when Thundering Raiju attacked. So it would have been the same. I still would have been missing one damage. Okay. Alright, I think this is going to be the last game. Today was another day of not really performing too well. And again, like I said, maybe I'm making too many misplays. We go first. I think we keep this hand. I think the Patchwork Automaton, turn 2, is going to get pumped up quite a bit with the Reinforced Ronin, Ogre-Head Helm. Excuse me. Yeah. Maybe I need to also rethink of other cards that synergizes really well with the Reinforced Ronin. Maybe. So we're up against Boros. They have something. But so maybe like a play with fire. So if they don't Doomscar, if that's the case, I think I don't want to. I hate missing land drops, so ugh. All right, so this is gonna be really cool. Because we're going to do a lot of damage. And when they Doomscar, they're only going to get 2 creatures. We could have put the rabbit on one of the other creatures. Alright, we'll put this out there just to have a bit more presence next turn, I think. So that we can play Thundering Raiju, put a +1/+1 count on here. Except it dies. Yeah, it dies. It does that. You think they might have another removal? Yeah, they do. Ooh, and it's enough to take care of the Raiju, isn't it? Now they have to choose, though. Then they're going to get the Raiju. Okay. Yeah. What do they got next? Oh. That really sucks. Yeah. That was not a smart idea on my part. I don't know. As soon as this happened, I kind of lost hope of winning. Like, what am I supposed to do? They probably have removal, or another creature. I'm not drawing my removal, and I don't have removal that takes care of a 5 toughness. I can't block with the Reinforced Ronin. I'm too tired for this. Now, positivity. Gotta have positivity, right? Alright, we'll play Arni. And we'll call it a turn. But they're just gonna gain so much life. I'm done. Sorry. I'm sorry. But that game was, Alright. And, here we are. At the end of 8 games. I had 2 wins. Yep, 2 wins. 8 games, 2 wins. So, does that mean this deck sucks? Probably. Definitely could be completely that I played horribly. I really do think that lack of sleep and playing like at this late at night, which I'm not used to, is definitely affecting my judgment. But with that being said, I am really sorry about all the negativity. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure this is not what most people want to see, but I'm trying to get content out. If I keep waiting until I have a deck that performs really well, I'll be putting out a video like once a month. That might be an exaggeration, but then I will have no viewership. I don't have any viewership now. I'm honestly ranting right now with the assumption that most people, no one's going to see this, maybe except for my wife. Mitete kurete arigato. So yeah, what would I change about this deck? I don't know. I'll have to go online and see what kind of mono red decks are actually performing well. I just really wanted to try out new cards. I wasn't even able to boast Arni. Like I said, most of the time you're not going to, but during my test plays I was able to. I actually got a few wins during my test play. I feel like I draw a lot of removal when I don't need it, and I don't draw the removal when I do need it. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. I'm just being really salty right now. Anyways, you know, if you stay this long, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoyed me being miserable. I'll try to get more positive content out soon. Maybe once I get some sleep. But anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful day and have fun. Have fun with magic.